Hello YouTube! Let's write really simple port scanner in Python using socket module. Of course we need to import socket and we will state IP address. In this case I'm gonna play around with one of mine addresses and of course for security reasons you can test this script on localhost and then do whatever you like. Of course we need to port list. A couple of them will be fine for experiments, like I don't know, this many, 23, 21, 22, and yeah, we can also use this one and this one. I mean, it's not important, but when you're scanning you want some open ports to pop up on your machine. So if you are sure that some ports are open, you can enter them here. Yeah, I think we are good to go. So the theory is that for every port in port list we need to establish connection, and if a result is 0 then port is open, and if a result is something else then port is closed. That's the theory, so don't worry too much about it. Now we will go for everything, through everything line by line. So for port in port list we need to establish we need to basically prepare something for connection, and that is a lot of things about sockets. So socket and then again socket, and then you need to say what kind of IP address you're trying to connect to. So this is IP4 address, and how to tell this to script. Use socket again, dot and AF inet, which means you're connecting to IP4 type of address, and then again type socket and say TCP. But how to say TCP to script? Use this sock stream. That means that you are connecting to IP4 address directly. So you have basically TCP and UDP. TCP means that you will establish direct connection, and you need to do handshake with that connection basically, and UDP means that you will just broadcast to everyone. In this case, because we are interested in a specific IP and specific ports, we will use TCP. This type of scanning is really easily detectable, and it is slow, but if you'll get the job done if you're checking your own network and if you basically smart enough to know what you're doing. So this is preparation, and let's connect right now with connect AX. I think that I said it correctly in English. So the characteristics of this command is that it will give you 0 if everything is fine. So if you get the 0, port is open. Of course you can read more on official documentation for sockets on official Python website. Okay, so we need connection. We'll put results of connection into results as connect, and then what kind of things we need to pass to connect. That will be of course IP, which is this one, and one of these ports, and we get those ports through this loop. So just state port. So that's fine. Now we need to print results for or if result is equal 0, which means port is open, we need to print port, which one, this one is open, and else we will print that port is closed. Yeah, I think that we are pretty much good to go. So let's save this script as slow or yeah, port scan, and let's run it. I think that you can see the results. So I have a couple of open ports on that machine. And the question is now, well, is there any way to, you know, to pay attention to these specific ports that are open? Well, yeah, I mean, basically you can try to beautify your source code here, like writing some kind of response header or information or something. Like this. So let's say that you are watching this on screen and there is a lot of ports in your port list, and every time when port is open you wanna pay attention to these ports. So how to do that? Well, the easiest thing is this one. So you have like visual alarm or something. So let's do that into command prompt. So where is my Python? Yeah, what was the name of file of port scan, go. So yeah, that's cool. Now of course you can play around a lot with this script, but basically it will get the job done. So script works, but let's go through every line again, because I want you to understand everything if I'm able, you know, to explain. I mean, English is not my primary language, so bear with me. We will import socket module because this is how we have opportunity to establish data. We will define specific IP address, only one in this case. Of course, you can upgrade this script to ping multiple IP addresses. Then we will describe a couple of ports that you are suspecting that are open on machine, or you need them to be open or something, and then we will go through that port. First we are preparing connection to IP4 address, and when you're using IP you need to say AF INET, and we are using TCP connection. So when this is prepared you will pass IP and port to connect IX command, which will return 0 if everything is fine, and basically that's what you need. So if result is 0 then port is open, and in other case if a result is different than 0 then that means that port is closed. I mean, if you have some kind of question, or if you think that my English suck, and I think that yeah, sometimes that's the truth, you know, feel free to comment, to ask, or to write another kind of script, and so on and so on. That's about it, and as always, thank you for support, thank you for watching, and see ya in the next tutorials. See ya there.